Hello guys and welcome back. Now, I hope this audio isn't too terrible for you today. I did order a new microphone to like mount on top of my camera once I get it back, but for now to mount hopefully on my phone somehow. But for now we are still working with this, so hopefully it's not too close to my face like it was last time. But thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I so appreciate you. But today I have a video that I've actually tried to film once before, and that is the video that like halted my whole Adobe Premiere Pro like editing software. It was just like too much for it to handle. So we're gonna try again today, and I'm actually really excited because I think today's video is gonna be even better. I just have a good feeling about it. I don't know. So today we're gonna be talking about all the different things that I have done to turn my kind of ugly, bland, boring condo into something that is just like pretty and lush and full of plants, where plants actually have a chance at survival, which, you know, as a blank space that this was, they would not have had a chance. So I'm really excited to go through a bunch of things with you today. It's gonna be regarding like plant displays and lighting and all the little things. So I'm gonna try and go in order of least damage or no damage to, you know, a little tiny bit of damage, but everything is going to be very renter friendly. And for the things that maybe require a little bit of undoing before you move out, I will tell you how I've done that in the past. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get into it here. I'm gonna see, you all are so needy today. You're so needy today. I'm not mad at it. You gonna just sit here? You can just sit here. Thank you. So let's go ahead and start off with displays, planty displays that you can create in your home, that I've created in my home specifically, that are no damage displays, but are very, very effective. And it sounds very simple because it is. And that's gonna be shelves. I'm sitting in front of one right now. Granted, these shelves I did screw into the wall, mostly just because it was an option. I don't truly think it was like necessary. I don't know, maybe it's just safe to do for some shelves, but I don't really think it was necessary for that one. I do have a much taller shelf in my bedroom that I will pop in some footage of here, or a photo or something. And that shelf is not screwed in or anything like that. It's just chilling there, and it's a fantastic place to put plants. Girl, you're okay. Especially that shelf in particular, because it does have such different you know, like height options for it. So it really allows you to put some taller plants up in there, whereas like with the shelf that's behind me, you know, the shelves are a decent height. I wanna say they're maybe 12 or 14 inches tall for each shelf. But that being said, you know, once you start growing a plant to a decent size, it's not that much space. Like you can, oh, maybe you can see. Can you see this over here? Yeah. I've got a burl marks over here, and it is growing like up and out of the shelf. And you know, it's gonna look a little bit wonky when it's not sitting on a shelf, but who cares? It looks beautiful right now, and it's working perfect for what I need it for. So shelves are amazing, and just, you know, no damage whatsoever. When you move out, no one will ever know that you had a beautiful shelf there and all of your plants that you love. So, amazing option for that. And you can also find shelves for really cheap as well. Now, I wasn't gonna get into any of like pricing potentials for any of these, but I just thought it would be good to mention you can find shelves for cheap to free. So keep your eyes peeled for some nice shelves. Now, another thing along the lines of shelves that I want to mention that I personally did was and I'm looking behind you because I'm looking at it right now, but the shower caddy plant shelf that I put together. Now, it sounds silly because it kind of is, but you know what? Yeah, when I look at it, I don't think that's a shower caddy. It looks really nice. It's a beautiful way to display my plants and just like bring some height to the space. I really felt like that was something that my living room was kind of missing. Girl, we literally just went out for a WALK and then for an additional like just hang out, potty, and chill in the snow. What do you want? What do you want? You just want to snuggle. I'm sorry, I'm not ready yet. She just wants to snuggle. She's my little lover muffin, huh? But anyway, you're distracting me, girl. What was I saying? But yeah, the shower caddy plant shelf is so great, I think. It just brings the eye up in the space, and I really love it. And again, zero damage, literally nothing. You're just like It's just a tension rod. So super easy. And I've also seen since then, maybe I should have done a little bit more research before I purchased it, but I had like an inspo that I was using, and that was just like the first thing that came to mind. So I ran with it, you know, and it was cheap. So, but anyway, there are, if you have like a little bit of a higher budget perhaps, there are some really beautiful shelf options that you can get that are specifically made to go, God, you're so sweet, to go in a corner. So if that's what you're looking for, definitely check online or check like your local thrift stores or something. Are you so jealous that he's up here? You're so jelly. Oh my girl. Okay, why don't you try to come up here? I'll move this pillow. There you go. Come here on this side. There you go, my love. I'm gonna end up sitting on the floor. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, but you can't smush your brother out. You always do that. He was here first. You're so cute. Why don't you, there's a whole spot right there. I know you can squeeze into that little spot right there. Got a little belly. Look at that little belly. You just took a little pooter, but you have such a big belly. I'm sorry. They're so adorable and distracting. Okay, let's keep going. Different day. Same delicious coffee. Okay, now, along the same lines, for plant displays, I for some reason always forget about this, and I was almost not going to even mention it in this video for some reason, but plant stands. Wow, my brain. Plant stands. Hello. And you can use almost anything to make a plant stand, so get creative with it, okay? I've got like a beautiful chunk of wood with some, what are those? 3 of 4 chair legs from an old chair that we were getting rid of, but the chair legs were fine. The chair was just like not working for us. But I was like, oh, well shit, let's keep 3 of those. We had a beautiful big old chunk of wood, so we just screwed them in the bottom, and now I have a beautiful plant stand. I also found, looking at it right now, what is that? Oh, it is meant to hold like a 5-gallon jug of water. It's just like beautiful light colored wood, and it's just a beautiful stand. Bam, plant stand. Hello. You can even flip a bucket upside down. A nice looking bucket, perhaps, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what you're going for. But, you know, flip a bucket upside down. Bam, you have a plant stand. So, yeah, plant stands are just amazing, and you can really make like a beautiful display section in your home with some plant stands. I'm not going to say I've done that currently. I have done that in the past. What I currently have set up is not beautiful by any means. I have like some crates that are upside down, so kind of along the lines of a bucket upside down. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. No shame, okay? The plants don't look great, but it's where I have like, you know, my sad plants that I'm like trying to decide if I want to keep or get rid of, and it's also where I have some propagation set up with a grow light, which we will get to. But yeah, you can do so many things to get yourself a plant stand and elevate your plants. So, and they're all no damage, so we love that. Okay, the next thing for displays that are zero damage, very important. We love zero damage. Cabinets along the same lines as a shelf, but cabinet is gonna offer you, you know, it's going to offer you humidity control. It's going to offer you a very easy place to hook up lights, which obviously I could do on these shelves behind me as well. I am planning on doing that in the future, hopefully with a fun little sponsorship here. I'm supposed to do it before, but my package got stolen. Don't we love that? But hopefully that will come soon. But anyway, I love a plant cabinet. I currently have been using the Ikea Millsbo cabinet for a lot of years now, and she's never done me wrong, and I've traveled with it. It has gone, you know, to Washington and back with me, and it made it both ways. So very, very happy about that. I was really scared about some of that glass shattering, and it did fantastic. And it's a great place for my plants. It's beautiful. And if once I put that sealer in there, which I did do a video on that, I think, or maybe it's incorporated in something else. I'll try and find it and link it here for you, like up in the corner. But once I put the sealer on there, I literally just put it along the door seal. It's made such a difference. Not only does it make the humidity stay up, but it keeps little fruit flies like in there, you know what I'm saying? So then I can like open up and just like get those suckers really quick and I'm not just like infested. Because if I'm gonna have fruit flies or fungus gnats rather around any of the plants, it's gonna be the young ones, and that's usually what I have in the cabinet, right? Because I need to keep those moist more. So anyway, I digress. Cabinets are fantastic, and once again, along the same lines as cabinet, grow tents. Ah, I love my grow tent. I so missed not being able to have it put up when I was in Washington, and I'm so glad to have a space for it now. It's just like a little oasis in there of plants. Like, what the hell? It's so nice. Now, the one that I have is not beautiful by any means, so I do have it in my spare bedroom, so that way I don't have to like look at it all day, every day, if you know what I mean. But there are some gorgeous plant cabinets out there that if you had the space in your home somewhere to have it like out and displayed, you could have, you know, one of those beautiful glass grow tents, and oh my God. Yeah, I mean, I guess at that point it would just be like a greenhouse, right? A beautiful glass greenhouse in like your dining room. Because who really uses their dining room? You know what I mean? You could just have a small table that has a leaf or two that you pop out for special occasions, right? And then just have your beautiful greenhouse. I'll pop some pictures in of inspiration here, but I've seen these types of things like so many times over the years, and it always just jumps out at me as something that would be so beautiful and fun to put together. So definitely look into that if you have the space and the means to do so, because I feel like those are going to be a little bit more pricey than what I have going on in there. But yeah, grow tents, amazing. Zero damage. Zero damage. Okay. Now, side note, you guys, I hope that this footage looks okay. I didn't get anyone commenting like, you know, positive or negative regarding the quality of the video. I feel like it was not great. So I have adjusted some settings on my iPhone here, so hopefully that's better. And the color was really weird. I had issues with coloration on the video that I've never ever experienced before, and that like with my editing software too, it was super, super weird. So do please let me know if this looks okay, if it looks grainy, if the color is weird, because currently on my end it looks weird. I got it to like a decent looking point, like editing and trying to fix the color on my computer. And even then it didn't look super great. And then I exported it and it looked even weirder somehow, which has never happened to me. So then I had to go back to like the weird initial color and then exported it and it looked halfway normal. So do let me know. I know that's so weird and totally off topic, but I don't know. I just want like you guys to keep me in the loop because you're watching this. And if it looks terrible, it's not enjoyable to watch. So definitely let me know. And hopefully I won't have to wait the full 3 to 4 weeks that Best Buy's Geek Squad told me. Hopefully it's sooner, but yeah, let me know. Let me know. Okay, now moving along. First off, oh my God, you are so cute. It's insane. I gotta like angle you down here for a second. Grab this. Are you seeing this? I can't tell if you can see, but they're so cute. Oh my goodness. You are so adorable. Is this all you wanted? Was this snuggle? Is this all you wanted? My sweet little babies. I love you so much. I love you so much. The cute aggression is so real, you guys. Okay. Now, let's move on really quick to the no damage section for lighting, because this is going to be quick and painless, okay? So I feel like lighting, there's less options for like no damage lighting, but first things first, that is very, very easy to do. You can just replace a normal bulb from like a lamp that you have, like a tall lamp or whatever kind of lamp you want to use. Just replace that normal bulb with a grow bulb. Bam. You got a grow light. Now, I would say if you're going to be doing this, do be mindful of the temperature of the light and where that light is going to be placed in your home and the temperature of the other lights in that room, and just make sure that it all kind of goes together. Because I will say, most of the lights in my living room do match, but that Soltech light is a little bit cooler than the other two lights that I have that are a bit warmer. It's not too terrible, so it doesn't bug me personally, but you know, do be mindful of the temperatures that you're working with, because you just don't want to assault the eye too much, if you know what I'm saying. So like I personally have grow lights that are like the T5s or whatever that were super popular back in like, I don't know, 2019 or 2020, something like that. And they are very pink. They're very pink. They're not all pink. The T5s aren't all pink, but the ones I got in particular put off a very pink light, and it's just not my favorite personally. So do be mindful of that. And yeah, switch out bulbs. Now, along a similar line, switching out bulbs is you could, wait, no, that's not on the same lines. What am I trying to say? See ya. Okay, let's try this again. Now, I totally forgot where I was. Now, like I said, I'm filming on my phone, so naturally I'm running out of storage. So I deleted a bunch of stuff. So hopefully we'll be good for a while. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so we're talking lighting, no damage still. Okay, so I think I just have one last thing that is like fully no damage, and it's very simple, very like quick, easy, dirty. Let's put up some lights, you know what I mean? And that is just gonna be like using those little sticky Velcro strips and just slapping a light on a wall. Now, if you are really worried about damaging the surface of your walls or anything like that, removing paint or anything like that, just get the cheaper ones, you know, because they're gonna be less strong as like the stickies go. Don't get the 3M or something, you know what I mean? Get the name or the knockoff. So you'll have less potential damage there for that. But slapping those on the wall is just a really easy, quick way to bring some lighting to a room. So I'll pop in. It's just the same area that I showed you before where I have those crates set up. Beautiful plant stand section. And I've got a grow light slapped on the wall right there. That way I can light up the little propagations that I have going on there and also give some light to those sad plants that are on the crates. So yeah. And then the last thing that I have that is, I guess it's not the last thing, but it is not no damage. It's just going to be the teeniest little bit of damage that you might just need to like slap a little, what is that? Putty stuff, spackle or something, or a little bit of toothpaste even. And that is just gonna be the way that I hung up my pendant grow light, my Soltech light. So you can do this with any pendant grow light that you have or pendant light that you have. If you find like a beautiful pendant light at a thrift store or something, and you can just like screw in whatever bulb, screw in a grow bulb, you know what I mean? Stick a plant under it. But I just have, I'm pointing because it's just right behind you, but very simple, and honestly, you don't even notice it. At least I don't ever notice it. But I literally just used one of those little like screw hooks, screwed that into the ceiling, and then I just have tacks precariously placed to hold the cord in place. So it's not going all around, and it's just like nicely in the corner. And again, I don't even notice those either. If you're like up close and looking at it, obviously you're gonna see it. And I also don't have a plant that's directly under that right now, because I will say, for me personally, because I have that Soltech light, it's fantastic. It's very powerful. So I do need to get just like some clear twine. I was just at Home Depot today. I should have got that, but it wasn't on my list. So naturally, I did not remember. But yeah, I don't have a plant under it right now, but once I get some clear twine and can like kind of angle it so that it's not directly down at the plants, it's gonna look so nice. And then you really won't notice any tacks there at all, even though, like I said, I don't notice it in general. But yeah, that is like a little to no damage solution to hang a beautiful grow light. Okay, now moving on to a little bit more potential damage, okay? Now there's just, I think, a couple more options. Oh my gosh, I have such a weird little like dirty spot in the middle of my contact. Ah! If y'all wear contacts, you know what I'm talking about. I've been really good about taking them out every night, but I still have, I have a little like fuzzy spot in the middle. Okay, anywho. Alrighty, so now we're getting into the more like exciting light options, at least in my opinion. All right, so this is going to be in the no slash low damage category because this has the potential of like leaving absolutely no damage whatsoever, but there is a potential that you might need to screw a hole into the ceiling. So that being said, this next option that I personally have done is to switch out an existing light that you have in your apartment, your condo, your house, whatever. So if you have a boob light like I had, I'm looking above me because that is the fixture that I switched out, but when I moved into this place, or not, actually not right when I moved in, I don't think. It was a bit later. But anyway, I switched out that boob light because it just was doing nothing for me, like light-wise or aesthetically. It was a boob light. I'm sure it has been here for centuries. All right, maybe not that long, but it's been here for a while. And I did keep it, of course, that way when I move out, I'm just gonna switch out the light fixture and then I can take that light with me wherever I go in the future. So really it is an investment piece. So that is a reason why I would suggest, you know, if you have an extra like $20, $40 to throw at a fixture that you really, really love the look of and the functionality of course, I would do that. But that being said, I want to say I spent like, I don't know, 35, 45 bucks on that thing. I got it from Home Depot or Lowe's, one of those stores, and it was really easy to put in. Now, I personally, like when I'm looking at it right now in this lighting, I cannot even see the outline of where the boob light was, but I will say in certain lighting, when the light is like really, really good, and we have beautiful natural light in here, which is not in the winter, um, you can kind of see the outline of the boob light itself, which really for me is not that big of a deal because when I move out of here, like I said, the boob light is just going right back up. So that's going to be covered once again. And I personally did need to drill one hole into the ceiling in order to get that light up there. Oh, you're okay. Oh, you just did the tiniest little. Oh. But that was just to screw the plate in place that holds that fixture in there, just because the old plate that goes with the boob light, that they just didn't align properly. So we did have to put one hole in there. And when I say me, I mean my dad when he came to visit because he's so sweet and did the electrical for me so that I did not electrocute myself. But it was really easy and I totally could have done it myself. You know, YouTube teaches us all. Am I right? But yeah, it was a really easy switch. I want to say it took like maybe like less than 30 minutes to switch that light out. And now I have a beautiful track light that I don't actually have like grow bulbs in there, but they're lovely bulbs. They do my plants really well. And if I wanted to, I could always switch out and get like actual grow bulbs to fit into there, I'm sure. And I could always add another little light head to that track as well. So there's so many options. And again, sorry, buddy, again, I can take it with me wherever I go in the future. So I love that option. If you have an ugly light, you know, make your space your own, which is so fun. It just makes the space feel like home, you know, more homey than it already probably did. But yeah, switch out a grow light. It's really nice. Okay, now the next option that I have for you, which is of course another one that I have done here. This one is going to cause damage. There's no way around it. I mean, maybe you can find a way around it. I have popcorn ceilings. So for me, there was no way around this. If you have nice smooth ceilings, you may actually be able to get away with doing this same type of thing and leave no damage. But for me personally, this was a damage option. There was just no way around it, but I wanted light. So in my bedroom, there is not a single light in the ceiling. Actually, that's a lie. There is one, but it's like in this weird little nook vanity section. And so when that light is on, it's really harsh and it doesn't really do anything for the rest of the room. And I wanted to have that shelf in there, or I did have that shelf in there with plants on it, and they just weren't getting enough light. So I wanted to put a light on the ceiling. Now, that being said, there was nothing there, right? So there was no like switching out an ugly boob light for another light. There was nothing there. So I needed to make something out of nothing. So I went ahead and ordered, once again, a like pretty cheap, but still cute and effective track light off of Amazon. It's much smaller than this one, which granted, that's all I needed. It's a smaller space and I just wanted it to really light up that little shelf that I have in there. And it works so nice. Now, the reason I say this was like a no option damage option for me Does that even make sense? There was no option to not have damage for this solution for me personally because I do have popcorn ceilings. So I did have to drill, I think, 2 holes into the ceiling. Not a big deal. I'll be able to cover it up when I move out. But like I said, if you have nice, smooth, normal ceilings, you would be able to just use the sticky Velcro things and just like stick that onto your ceiling and have beautiful light from nothing with no damage. So do keep that in mind if you have normal ceilings and not popcorn ceilings like myself. But if you live in an old school place like I do, you might need to drill some holes to do that. But either way, it's a beautiful solution, and oh my gosh, it makes such a difference in there. Now, I will say I don't have any of the lights like pointed at my bed personally, just because I don't want it to, and I have that light set on a timer, of course, which I would suggest you do with all of the lights possible in your house. Put them on timers so you don't have to think about it. Well, maybe not like, your bedside lamp, but all your grow lights and stuff like that that are for plants, get those suckers on timers so you don't have to think about it. That's what I did for my track light in the bedroom. And I have it turn off around like 5:30 or 6 because that's usually when I'm going to bed. But yeah, so I absolutely love that solution in there. And again, when I move out, all I'm gonna have to do is just get some spackle and fill those holes in. I'll just add like a little bit of texture. Easy, easy. They'll never know. So yeah, I love those solutions, and it's just an easy, beautiful thing to give yourself some light. We need light, and so do our plants. So those are my lighting solutions. If you have any other ideas, which I'm sure y'all have some great ideas, put them down in the comments so that we can all read them. Okay, let's move on back to planty displays, because once again, that's my favorite part, and I have so much to say. So I will try to make it quick and not linger too much, but you know. What time is it? Should I stop drinking this coffee? Probably. Whatever. Okay, so moving back on to planty displays, like I said, I just have a couple other things that I really want to get into with you that could cause a little bit more damage, but I think are very effective. So, hi buddy, do you want to come right here? Come here. Come here. Come. 6. You got it. You got it. There you go. Now turn around. Turn around. Oh, don't step on your sister. She's going to get mad at you. Come here. Oh my God. Do you see him? He's on the arm of the chair. Bro, you need to come down. Come here. Step down right here. There you go. There you go. And then you can lay on mommy. You want to lay on mommy a little bit? There you go. You sitting on your sister's butt, giving her a piece of her own medicine? Taste of her own medicine? Okay. I love you, Papa. All right, so let me talk to the people. I don't have much longer, I promise. Okay, he's getting so restless, my goodness. All right, I will make this quick. Okay, so what's this like that I'm thinking? If it's a kind of like a skunk, let me grab something. Hello, sweet girl. Move that little tail. Okay. Do you see this little guy? This is a cute little wall hanger. Now, I freaking love these. This one in particular, I found at a Goodwill or something like that. It's not my absolute favorite, but it's cute. You can definitely tell it was like handmade by somebody, which is kind of why I like it. But it just has a couple little holes in the back, and as you can see, I do have a thumbtack stuck in there, and I just literally have this hung on the wall with 2 thumbtacks. So easy. And I have 2 other ones that are similar, same idea, but so much more beautiful. And I found them at a local like little garden shop in my town. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for something like this, because it's just a beautiful way to display plants on your wall. If you have like a small little place in your kitchen that gets decent light, or where you have a light that you keep it on a little bit during the day, and you could just add a nice little pop of greenery to your space. I freaking love these. I will say, this one in particular, I've had it in my kitchen, and I don't make a habit of keeping that kitchen light on because I usually leave so early for work, and then I forget to turn it on in the afternoon. I just keep it off. So nothing has survived in this one the what am I trying to say? Nothing has survived in this one, the place that I have selected to put it. So I will say the other two that I'm going to show you right now in my living room on like either side of this large piece of art that I've got hung up, they have done so well because they're both getting some peripheral light, and I actually remember to refill them with water. So I absolutely love those. It's just a beautiful, it just looks like another piece of art. Like I freaking love it. So if you have anything like that, definitely let me know what you are working with down below and what you think of it, if you're liking it, if you've been able to keep up with it, because I really think placement is everything. I mean, really, that's how it is with all plants, right? Placement is everything, but especially with something like this, placement is everything. So if you're going to do this type of thing, really keep in mind, think about where you're going to put it and if it makes sense light-wise and care-wise for you and your habits. So yeah, I love this solution. I think it's such a good idea, and yeah, not to toot my own horn, but I freaking dig it. And every time like one of my girlfriends comes over, she's like, oh my God, I love it so much. So I absolutely love it. Okay. What else do I have to talk to you about? I think that might be it. Let me just double check my notes. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I almost feel like I need to walk around my house and just make sure I'm not missing anything, because I feel like I probably am. But if you guys have anything that you have done for your houses, whether they're renter friendly or not, let's be real. Okay, let's be real. We can all share what we've done. I would love to hear what you guys have done to make a planty, beautiful display out of nothing, because really we're all starting with nothing when we move into a new place, or even if it's our existing place and we just haven't had plants in a certain spot before, we're making something out of nothing. So let me know what you guys have done to create pretty planty spaces in your homes. I'd love to hear it, and let me know what you think of the little things that I've done in my condo here. Yeah, let me know what you think. Be brutally honest. I can take it. I'm just kidding. I probably can't. Be nice. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Are you going to be sitting here for the next video? We probably won't be sitting here for the next video. I think we have some checking of propagations to do in the next video. Yeah. So do keep your eyes peeled for that, because I have a very overgrown prop box that I need to go through. And I need to go through my anthurium cabinet once again. Those little suckers have been growing like crazy. I really want to get a little like family photo of a bunch of the anthurium seedlings that are looking just like so good and so big. So do keep your eyes peeled on Instagram, because where else am I going to post that picture? You know what I'm saying? All right, you guys, thanks again for joining me, and I will see you on the next video. This is for sure the end of it, I think. Oy. And again, it's so cold. I'm wearing leggings under my jeans. Burr! You've always been so good. I love you. Okay.